Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't clean out your house just because it's messy. Sure, it sounds strange, but hear me out. Many of us hold on to things we think we'll use someday, but they only pile up and create more chaos. So why do we keep them? The truth is, we often cling to items because of emotions guilt or the idea that we might need them later. But in reality, these things aren't serving us anymore. They're just clutter. Whether it's broken items, unused gadgets, or old gifts holding on to them, only makes your space feel more chaotic. In today's video, I'll walk you through what to do with these unnecessary items and why letting go of them can bring you a much-needed fresh start in 2026. Don't forget to hit that follow button, subscribe, and stay tuned to learn how decluttering can transform your home and your mindset. Let's begin with broken and old items. As we step into 2026, it's time to clear out the clutter, especially those old, broken, and unused items that are just taking up space. These things may have once been useful, but they no longer serve a purpose, and holding on to them only contributes to a messy, chaotic home. Start with broken items. Whether it's a faulty TV, a sports item with missing parts, or shoes with holes, if they're beyond repair, it's time to let them go. They only add to the clutter and remind you of things that no longer bring value to your life. Next, consider your outdated electronics, old phones, tablets, or computers. They take up space and rarely get used again. Recycling or donating these items can help others while freeing up room in your home. Don't forget about hobby-related items you no longer use. Old golf clubs, exercise equipment, or forgotten games are just gathering dust. If they haven't been used in years, it's time to part with them. Finally, check your worn-out clothes, jackets, missing zippers, jeans with holes, or furniture that's falling apart. Instead of storing them with the hope of fixing them, let go of these items to clear space and reduce clutter. Letting go of old, broken, and unused things will help refresh your home and make it feel lighter and more organized, giving you a fresh start for the year ahead. To continue your decluttering journey, don't miss tomorrow's video on how to simplify your space without overwhelming yourself. We'll guide you through effective steps to declutter calmly and efficiently, something you'll definitely want to watch. Stay tuned. Moving on from broken and outdated items, let's talk about the things we keep simply because we feel too overwhelmed to deal with them. Now let's talk about unused and unnecessary items. So many of us hold on to items simply because we feel guilty letting them go or we're too busy to deal with them. However, keeping things that no longer serve a purpose only adds to the mess and stress. Let's start with unused cords. We've all been there, those tangled messes of wires, often with no idea what they're even for. They could be leftover cords from old gadgets we no longer own, or cables that serve no purpose. Instead of keeping them in a drawer, it's time to assess and let them go. By sorting through the mess, you'll instantly create space and reduce the visual chaos. Next, consider shoes that no longer fit or are no longer comfortable. We all have that pair of shoes we loved once, but now they're collecting dust at the back of the closet. They might not fit properly anymore, or simply don't match our current style. Letting go of shoes that aren't serving you frees up valuable closet space and can make getting ready in the morning much easier. Tupperware and water bottles are also common culprits. How many times have you opened your kitchen drawer only to find mismatched lids and containers that don't quite fit? This is a clear sign that it's time to go through them and get rid of the extras that are taking up space and causing unnecessary clutter. Don't forget about old toys, whether they're stuffed animals or electronic toys that no longer work. If they've been sitting in storage for years unused and forgotten, they're simply taking up space. You might feel sentimental about them, but if your children have outgrown them, it's best to pass them on or donate them. Now take a look at your old clothes. We all hold on to clothes that no longer fit or no longer reflect our style. Whether it's a pair of jeans that's too tight or a sweater you never wear, it's time to let go of the things you're not using. A clutter-free closet will make it easier to get dressed each day and give you a sense of mental clarity. In addition, don't forget about hobby-related items you no longer use, like old workout equipment, skateboards, or golf clubs. These items were once part of an active hobby, but if you haven't used them in years, they're just taking up space. Now that we've addressed the clutter, it's time to consider those sentimental items we keep for the sake of memories. Next up is gifts and keepsakes. These are often the things we keep because they hold memories, but over time they can become more of a burden than a blessing. One common area to start with is keepsakes that no longer hold sentimental value. Many of us hold on to items like souvenirs from vacations or gifts we received years ago, thinking they are special because they remind us of a moment in time. However, if these items no longer spark joy or meaning, it might be time to let them go. Another category to consider is hand-me-downs from friends or family. It's common to receive clothes bags or household items from others, but not all of these gifts are things we truly need or use. You may feel guilty about getting rid of these items, but remember, you're not obligated to keep things that don't fit your lifestyle or taste. If it's a piece of clothing you haven't worn in years, or a set of towels that no longer match your bathroom, it's okay to pass them along. We also tend to keep expensive items that we don't use simply because of their value. Things like designer handbags, leather jackets, or expensive home decor pieces that once seemed important, but no longer align with our current style should be reconsidered. Holding on to these items because they cost a lot of money can add unnecessary stress and clutter to your home. Instead, consider donating or selling them so that someone else can enjoy them. Many of us have shelves filled with books or magazines that we've never reread or will likely never read again. While it's tempting to hold on to them because of sentimental attachment or the thought that we might need them one day, it's better to clear them out. Donate books that are still in good condition, or recycle the ones that are outdated. This will free up valuable space and help create a more organized environment. There are photos and greeting cards that we've kept over the years. Whether it's birthday cards, anniversary cards, or old photos from past events, these items can accumulate quickly. While it's important to cherish memories, we don't need to hold on to every card or photo. Choose the ones that truly matter to you and create a small collection that you can enjoy while letting go of the rest. Let's take a step back and consider all the items we've purchased on impulse. Let's move on to impulse buys items. Start with kitchen gadgets. We've all bought appliances like a blender knife set or air fryer that seemed useful but have been gathering dust. These gadgets take up space and often don't get used. If they're not essential to your daily routine, it's time to let them go. Next, consider old work or school items. Textbooks, uniforms, or supplies from past jobs or courses can clutter your home. If they're no longer relevant, it's time to donate or recycle them. Old electronics like MP3 players, cell phones, or broken tablets often end up in drawers. These outdated items take up space. If they still work, donate them. If not, recycle them properly. Unused gifts, whether decorative items or kitchen gadgets, can add to the clutter. If they don't match your style or needs, it's okay to donate or pass them on. Also, clear out expired beauty products. If lotions, makeup, or skincare items are no longer effective or have expired, dispose of them. Excess food, whether old snacks or expired spices, takes up valuable space. Go through your pantry and toss anything that's expired or no longer needed. Moving on to a big one, those piles of things that are never quite dealt with, often left lying around because they're too overwhelming. Next, we have unresolved items. If you find yourself constantly moving things around but never actually putting them away, it's time to tackle them head on. One of the biggest culprits in this category is the doom piles, those piles of items that are neither tossed nor organized. These piles often accumulate in corners on desks or inside cabinets. They can be filled with anything from random papers to clothes you haven't put away yet. The problem with doom piles is that they create mental clutter, making it harder to focus or enjoy your space. It's important to set aside time to go through these piles, make decisions about what needs to be kept, and toss or donate what doesn't serve a purpose anymore. It's all about breaking the cycle of just moving things around and actually getting rid of them. Paperwork is another major contributor to clutter. Old receipts, expired warranties, and documents that no longer serve a purpose can pile up quickly. It's easy to tell ourselves we might need them someday, but let's be honest, most of these papers just take up space. Take a few minutes to go through your files and get rid of anything that's expired or unnecessary, like old bills, tickets, or insurance documents you no longer need. Holding on to outdated paperwork only adds to the chaos. Along with paperwork, unopened mail and unread documents often create unnecessary clutter. How many times have you let junk mail or invitations to events you didn't attend pile up on the kitchen counter? These pieces of paper, even though small, add up and contribute to the feeling of disorganization. Instead of letting them sit there, create a system to quickly sort and discard them. It's all about keeping your space clear and organized by dealing with these small tasks as they come in. Another category that adds to the clutter is broken or damaged items. We've all held on to things like a broken lamp or a toy that's missing a part, telling ourselves that we'll fix it later. But later never seems to come, and these items just take up valuable space. Items that no longer fit your current living space also contribute to clutter. Maybe you still have that old rug from your previous home, or the lamp that doesn't match your new decor. These items may have served a purpose once, but now they're just taking up space without adding value. The items you're unsure about, those things that you've been holding on to because you're uncertain whether to keep them or not, also create clutter. This could be a gift you don't particularly like, or an item you're emotionally attached to but haven't used in years. Holding on to these things just adds more decision fatigue to your life. Instead of procrastinating, take a moment to decide, does it still bring value? If not, it's time to let go. Let's talk about how we can pass along the items we no longer need. Next up is selling or donating unused items. By passing these things on, you not only create more space in your home, but also give them a second life, contributing to a more sustainable lifestyle. Let's start with items that can be sold. Many of us have things tucked away that we no longer use, but could still hold value for someone else. Things like a vintage camera, designer clothes, or even rare books can be sold online or at a local market. These items often sit unused, and by selling them, you can make some extra money while clearing out space. It's also a great way to find new homes for items that are too valuable to just throw away. Next, consider items that can be donated. Clothes, shoes, and blankets that you no longer use but are still in good condition can be passed on to others who need them. Sometimes we hold on to things out of guilt or habit, but if it's not something you truly need or love, donating it is a wonderful option. By doing so, you're not only freeing up space in your home, but also helping others in need. Another category is old electronics. Things like old laptops, computers, or even speakers can often be reused by others, even if they're not the latest models. These items may still work perfectly well for someone who doesn't need the newest technology, and by donating or selling them, you help others while clearing out your space. Don't forget about furniture. Old furniture like wardrobes or bookshelves that no longer fit your space or style can often be sold or donated. If they're still in good condition, there's no need to throw them away. Pass them on to someone who could use them. Let's talk about decorative items. We often accumulate decorations that no longer match our style or that we simply don't need anymore. Whether it's pictures, statues, or souvenirs from past vacations, these items can clutter your home. If they no longer bring joy or fit your current taste, consider selling or donating them to clear up space. Old school supplies can also take up valuable room. Outdated textbooks, unused notebooks, and old stationery that's no longer necessary can be recycled or donated. It's amazing how much extra room you'll find once you clear out these forgotten items. Decluttering by selling or donating is a practical and rewarding way to simplify your life and create more space in your home. Lastly, let's discuss items tied to failure and guilt. Take a moment to think about items that are tied to past failures, perhaps a podcast setup that never got used, or music books for an instrument you no longer play. These items are reminders of things you started but didn't finish, and it can be hard to let them go because they symbolize unfulfilled potential. However, holding on to them only keeps you anchored to the past. If you're no longer interested or won't use them, it's okay to part with them and make room for new passions and projects. Another emotional barrier to decluttering is the belief that you can't declutter. This belief often stems from the overwhelming thought that tidying up is just too hard or that your space will never feel truly organized. But the truth is, decluttering is a process, not a one-time event. By breaking it down into manageable tasks, you'll find that the more you let go, the easier it gets. Don't forget about unfinished projects. Maybe you started a craft project or signed up for a course that you never completed, and now those unfinished items are just taking up space. Whether it's a half-finished knitting project or leftover materials from a class you no longer care about, it's time to clear out these reminders of things you didn't complete. Letting them go frees up mental space and allows you to focus on things that truly matter to you. Old items you no longer want but haven't yet parted with are often kept out of guilt or the fear of admitting they no longer serve a purpose. An example could be a worn-out watch that you never wear anymore, but feel reluctant to get rid of because it was a gift or cost a lot of money. These items don't hold value anymore, and keeping them only contributes to clutter. Letting go of them is a way to acknowledge your evolving tastes and priorities. In 2026, it's time to confront the emotional ties we have to our belongings and let go of things that no longer serve us. By releasing these items, you're not only decluttering your physical space, but also freeing yourself from the emotional weight they carry. As we've seen, decluttering is about more than just getting rid of physical items. It's about letting go of things that no longer serve us. Whether it's broken gadgets, old clothes, or unused gifts, clearing out the clutter will help you create a more organized, peaceful home in 2026. I understand that this can be a difficult process, but I'm here with you every step of the way. It's not always easy, but once you start, you'll notice how much lighter you feel. For more guidance, I have a video on how to declutter without overwhelming yourself. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. It's packed with helpful tips that will make the process easier and more manageable. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. You deserve a life that's simpler, more organized, and full of joy. Don't forget to share the wisdom you've gained with your friends and family.